Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Preeti Jain. So today I'll be talking about my Vipassana experience. Vipassana is a form of meditation where there's no form of communication for 10 days. You can't speak to anyone. You can't have any kind of eye contact with anyone. You can't read any books. So I did it under this group called SN Goenkas, and they have a lot of centers all over India where they do Vipassana, and it's actually for free. After 10 days when you're leaving, if you want to donate something, you can donate, and if you don't want to, then you don't have to donate. No one forces you to. Best thing about this Vipassana meditation is that when you're entering, you have to first apply for centers, and then it usually takes, I think, 1.5 months before you need to apply, and then you get to know whichever, and I think it's in India and international as well. Then you get to know which center you have been selected, and I think they do ask you a center of your preference as well. But it need not be that you'll get there. Igatpuri in India is, I think, one of the most famous centers, I think, because it was originated there. I got one center in Bangalore, and I did this in, I think, 2017. I did this. It really changed my life. So basically what happens is, when you're entering, you need to leave all your phones, your books, everything out. You just go with your clothes and your basic necessities, and you will have your roommate. Some people, they do have a single room option as well, but you can't talk to your roommate. You're supposed to do the entire cleaning of the room. You have to clean the bathroom, you have to clean your utensils. So yeah, you do get food, but the best thing is, like, it starts off at 4 in the morning, and 4:30 you're supposed to reach and start meditating. Then I think till 7 o'clock we meditate. Then 7:30 we get breakfast. 9 you have to start meditation. It goes on till 11:30. Then you get your lunch, and we get our so you, like, tea break at around 3, and then again at 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock you meditate, and we used to finish our dinner by 6:30. So after that, again till 9 o'clock you're meditating, and 9:30, and then again you go to sleep. So it's like 12 hours, almost 12 hours of meditation. All the time you were just meditating and going back to sleep. Nothing else. But it sounds very easy. It's not. Initially, I think my first day, I remember, I started crying so much, and my roommate was just sitting in front. And your roommates, like, you don't know them, they're strangers. It's not that you can take your friend or something. So, and she, obviously, when someone's crying in front of you, you want to console that person. She wanted to do that, but she couldn't do that because you're not allowed to talk to each other. And I don't know, when you're not talking, and you're in a place which is not familiar, there's no way that you can distract yourself. No TV, no phones, no books, not even eye contact with other person. And if we needed anything, we were given a paper that we could write, and there were few, I think, supervisors that you could give, I need this on a paper, you should write and give. And it was very different. I remember the first day. I now don't remember the reason, but some kind of emotions came up, and I started crying very badly. And my roommate was just sitting there. She didn't know what to do, and even I didn't know how to react. So I was not looking at her. After that, also one thing that was very difficult for me was washing the utensils and cleaning the bathroom and cleaning my room. The brooming and everything, mopping. So basically, you need to do that because it helps with your ego. So, and it really did, actually. I mean, that's what I noticed. It did help me with my ego. Initially, I used to hate it. Like 3-4 days, I used to literally hate doing all these things. But after third or fourth day, I got used to it, and I did feel that it did humble me in a lot of ways. Next thing was that when I was meditating, there's a form of meditation that they teach you, that you need to breathe and do this kind of meditation. So I, to be honest, didn't follow their meditation pattern because I had just done a course, I think 2 days before I went there. And it was Stephen Guy Needler's meditation course that I had done, and I was doing that actually there. So that was something that I chose to do. But imagine 12 hours of meditation, like, and you have to sit down, and there used to be, the most interesting part was that the entire room, there were 200 people with pin drop silence, like you would not even know there's anyone sitting next to you. So for me, I think the first 5 days was like hell. It was like hell because I don't know, it was just so difficult, like not talking, getting used to it, and meditating so much. So much of emotions were coming on surface. There were so many things that I don't even remember from childhood, and those things were coming on my mind. Memories I didn't know existed were coming up. So it was very, and the thing is that it's just coming up and you're handling it all by yourself. You can't talk to your friend about it, you can't Google, you can't do anything. It's just you, your emotions, meditation. And I think that was very interesting also, because it was very liberating also, because that somewhere, like now when I connect the dots, it's almost been, I think, 8-9 years since I did it. And this year, whatever personally I was going through, I realized that looking back, there were a lot of that Vipassana was preparing me for what I went through this year, because it's a lot of being with yourself. And this year for me was a lot of this was more of a forceful way of making me in a situation where I had to be with myself. Here, there it was more volunteer that I chose to go for Vipassana, but here it was like circumstances were such that I had to just be with myself. A lot of self-reliance is what I learned. But yeah, I mean, I think I was being prepared. You can't, like how Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you have to connect the dots looking backwards. And then I was like, okay, I was being prepared for this day. So but last 5 days of my Vipassana, it was like heaven, because first 5 days you were getting used to the environment, the process, the emotions that were coming up. And last 5 days it was like bliss. It was like bliss, because the peace that was coming with it, it was very relaxing, and it was very new, because all your life you don't just keep your mouth shut, you're always occupied, you always have responsibilities. And just going there, and just like once I got used to it, last 5 days was like literally it was like heaven for me. Time was passing by like this. You were meditating, the emotions that were coming, I think somewhere you learned how to deal with those emotions, what to do with those emotions. You couldn't even write, pen or paper, nothing. It was just meditation, meditation, meditation. So I would say that I feel at one point of time, everyone should go for Vipassana. You should, because this is something that it even heals you on a cellular level. So there were so many experiences. I heard that people came with a lot of diseases, some people came with cancer, even those were healed. Because some people and also one interesting thing is, a lot of people experience a lot of body changes also. Like some people, their nose starts bleeding, during Vipassana, like those 10 days. And some people, I mean, a lot of things, they vomit a lot. So this is your body's way of releasing everything that you have been accumulating since whatever age that you go. And not just probably in this life, but all your previous lives as well. So it's detoxing. That's the reason that they give you sattvic food. You get up at 4, you're by 6 o'clock, after 6 you're not eating anything. So probably 6:30 or something, not later than 6:30, I'm sure. After that, you're not eating anything. So it was very nice, actually, very nice. At one point of time, everyone, I feel, in life should experience it, because you will get to know yourself in ways that you never imagined. It will give you a lot of strength, it will give you a lot of clarity, it will give you a lot of releasing of your emotions will happen. And also I just remember after 10 days, when they said now you can talk, but they tell you that after 10 days, for 2-3 days, don't immediately go to a very crowded place, functions, slowly you should go back to your normal life. So I chose to stay for 2 days in a hotel in Bangalore after the Vipassana, because I wanted to just be with, get used to it, because obviously you come back home, then again everything chitter chatter, everything you get into your daily routine and responsibility. So I wanted to slowly go back to my life. So I remember the first time the word I said, when I got my phone, and when I spoke after 10 days, literally my throat was paining. I felt it was so much of effort I took to talk, to communicate. Literally, it used to pain like for few hours. And I got my phone also back. It was a bittersweet moment. Happy because you got your phone and you're back to your life, and sad because it was actually very nice to live without your phone as well, when you get used to it. So yeah, so that was my Vipassana experience. I would recommend that you should go, especially the center. It's very nice. It's very it's very, they do it very well, and the intentions are very pure. I think this is the Vipassana that Kiran Bedi had done with a lot of prisoners as well, and they had experienced a lot of, they got very good positive experience with them. So it's actually very powerful. It is. Imagine not talking for 10 days, not opening your mouth, no communication. Like I did it 8-9 years back, I think, and now today I don't know how I'll do it. I want to. I was just thinking about it, but I do have my pet, so I don't know if I can leave him for 10 days like that. But yeah, you do, I think, have options of 3 days, then you have option of 7 days, 10 days, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, now when I'm recollecting, you do have options. So maybe for 3 days I can go and do. I'm thinking again. But yeah, that was my Vipassana experience. I would recommend you guys to definitely go do it, and do it with this center, because they're very genuine people. Like, they executed very well. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'm just going to share, my basically experiences here. And if you want any help with Vipassana, just drop a comment. I'll definitely reply. And if you have done Vipassana, please let me know. If you want to share your experience, I would love to know that. Thank you.